Hello and thanks for joining me. This video is a bit different. It's very personal. In this video I want to reflect on how my life as a biker has changed since I retired. I've been retired for about 4 years now and life feels very different. My attitude towards many things has changed in what I feel is a very positive way. So I want to try and articulate that and share some of the life lessons that I've learned about being on two wheels after retirement, because I know I'm not alone. There's a lot of us retired bikers around. One huge change I have made in life since I retired is to strip away a lot of obligations. I sometimes feel that this flies in the face of all of the advice we receive. The internet is awash with lifestyle coaches and self-help gurus, and all the advice on offer seems to be about adding more to life. It's about new habits, morning rituals, evening rituals, 5 essential things to do every day when you're retired. Frankly, it's exhausting. I know that a lot of people worry about being bored in retirement. They worry about facing a huge void, an empty space in their life that was previously filled with work. I even have a friend who went back to work again a few months after retiring, simply because he couldn't face the empty days. I've actually found that my life has gone in the opposite direction. I cherish the empty days. I've found myself stripping away obligations and seeking to empty my diary, not fill it. I love the freedom that this gives me. I found that in retirement, a simpler life with less obligations is a richer life. Something else I've found myself doing is slowing down. So when I talk about slowing down, I don't mean riding slower, though I probably am. I mean about slowing down the pace of life. Like most people I know, I spent my working life permanently busy, juggling multiple obligations, burning the candle at both ends, and constantly seeking productivity hacks so I could fit more in. Now I revel in doing less. Not nothing, just less. And it took me some time to get here, and I'm still tweaking things. But, here are some examples. So, when I'm at home, I have a rule that I should achieve one important thing each day. And after that, anything else I tick off my to-do list is optional. And yes, I do still have a to-do list. Some habits are hard to drop. But when I'm off touring, I've really learned to slow down. I've reduced the miles I do each day, and I have more rest days off the bike. Yes, part of this is just coping with an older body, but it's mainly because I no longer feel the need to be rushing around. Another important aspect of slowing down has been not rushing decisions. If I'm confused or uncertain about something, I've found that the best thing to do is to give myself time to consider. There are psychological studies that show that much of this processing happens at a subconscious level. You just need to give your brain time and space to do it. And I've found that these days, very few situations really require a rushed decision. A third major change is that peace of mind has become far more important to me. And I have become much better at finding it. This is because I've come to understand that peace of mind comes from within. It's not from external events or people. You generate your own happiness or unhappiness by the way that you react to the world around you. Now, in an ideal world, no one or no thing would be capable of disturbing my peace of mind. But I'm not a Zen master, and in reality things do upset me. Sometimes events, but mostly people. So I've learnt that distance is the best solution to unwanted drama. Just walk away from people who wind me up. In retirement, that's been much easier to do. We're not tied to an often stressful work environment any longer, and as we grow older, we can get away with being regarded as a little more odd on occasions, or at least I think I'm getting away with it. And of course, one of the best places to achieve that distance is on your bike. I know many riders who say the bike is the only place that they can really switch off from the stresses of life. No phone, no noise, no demands. And by the way, because of that, I never connect my phone to a headset or something when I'm riding. Just put my phone on answer phone. The moment that the visor comes down, everything else drops away. It's just you, the bike, and the ride. For me, that's not escapism, it's clarity. Another thing that has changed is the people I ride with. As I mentioned a moment ago, peace of mind is more important to me these days, and I don't need drama and I don't need idiots in my life. I've therefore become much more selective about who I ride with, and particularly who I tour with. To put it bluntly, there are some people who I just don't have the time for anymore. I think it's better to focus on fewer friends with whom I have a deeper relationship. It's about good conversations over a cup of tea when we stop at a cafe. It's about shared stories, and it's about spending time with people I genuinely care about, rather than people who just share my interests in motorcycles. Despite what you might think from some of the things I've said, the biggest change I've seen in myself over the last few years since I retired is a huge increase in patience. It's patience with events that unfold and patience with other people. Unhappiness and pain, distress in life arise out of one simple habit, which is resisting what is true, resisting or not accepting what life places before you. It's very simple, but it's profound. Maybe I'm more patient now simply because I have more time and less pressure from responsibilities, but it's a change which has really surprised me. I feel like I'm just far more relaxed about life generally. I wear life more loosely, in a more relaxed way. I'll give you a couple of examples. Just the other day, I lost the memory card out of my camera. I don't know how I did it or where it went. I just lost it. There was definitely one in there, and I lost it. And of course, that means that I lost, well, actually about 3 weeks worth of video recordings and photos from this trip. Now, a few years ago, I would have been devastated by that, particularly as I spent a lot of time recording material for this channel, all of which I've now lost. However, when I realised that the card was missing, yes, of course I was troubled and I was upset, but only for about an hour. I berated myself for being careless and stupid, but then I thought, well, it's happened. I can't undo it, so let's not let it ruin the rest of the trip. And somehow I just felt relaxed and moved on, and that really surprised me. As I say, it's just generally just feeling more relaxed about life and therefore less stressed and more patient. A fifth change I've noticed is having to deal with some of the particularly physical aspects of aging, but keeping at it. We are definitely getting older. Bikers, we're definitely getting older as a breed. I used to joke that when I was in my 20s I went to bike rallies and everyone was the same age as me, and now I'm in my 60s, I go to bike rallies and everyone's still the same age as me. It's true, we're all getting older, and that brings physical problems. Sometimes you can push through, but sometimes you have to accommodate. I'm still camping. I'm camping on this trip, but these days I carry more because I need a better comfort. I need a bigger, more comfortable airbed. I need a chair to sit in my tent. I'm still riding, my bigger, heavier bikes like my Triumph 1200 that I'm on at the moment. I've still got my Harley Davidson, but many of my friends have downsized to smaller, lighter bikes. Also, an increasing number of my classic bike friends have bought modern bikes with electric starters. It's about dealing with age, but not giving up. Our bodies may complain more, but you know what? The passion doesn't fade. Okay, one last point to wrap up this video. As you get older, you realise that you have a legacy to pass on. For many people, that involves spending time with grandchildren. In my case, I have no immediate family, and I think it's because of that I look at the younger generation of riders more generally. One of my motives for starting this channel was to try and pass on some of the knowledge and experience I've gained, particularly in the workshop. A lot of the videos I've made are of me doing servicing and repair work on my different bikes, and I do this to try and help less experienced riders and to try and keep the world of motorcycling alive. If I'm lucky, maybe I can inspire someone younger to fall in love with riding and mechanics the way that I did. So that's what riding means to me now, and I think it means the same to a growing number of us who are retired. This video has been a little different to my usual offerings. It's been a lot more personal, and I'd like to hear from you what riding means to you now. If you're an older rider, if you're retired, please drop me a comment. Your stories often provide me with the inspiration for my next video, because I read them thinking about them and I think, yeah, there's something interesting to talk about there. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, keep riding, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.